Hey CJ, thank you so much for requesting a Celtic cross reading. I'm so excited to do this for you. I did receive your email with your intentions around your career and the context. Thank you for sending that. So I'm going to do the shuffle with you now, and then I'm going to lay out the cards, and then we'll go through. At this time, I call upon CJ's angels, higher self, and spirit guides to be with us in this reading for CJ. CJ would like clarification on his career and what the future holds. May this message be of love and light, and may this message be in divine timing with CJ and in alignment with CJ's highest good. And so it is. Okay, cool. We already had some cards come out, CJ, which is good. They will relate to the spread, and I will explain them as well. And I do apologize. I should have asked what your pronouns were before assuming. Awesome. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. And then you have the cards that fell out: Strength, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Again, I will explain what these mean as well in relation to the spread. Put those to the side, and then now we shall get this going. So we have your present, your current challenge, your past, future, conscious, subconscious, your advice, external influences outside your control, hopes and fears, and finally, best and likely outcome. So I hope you can see all of that there. Awesome. So now I'm going to go through each of the cards, what the placements mean, and we'll get right into it.
Hey CJ. All right, so the first card here is your present, and you have the Five of Wands in reverse. So the Five of Wands represents competition in the job market, in exactly kind of what you're going through right now. Only in the reverse position, I think that you're not necessarily facing competition finding a job. It's more of an internal competition going on, like an internal battle with yourself here. I say that because for your current challenge, you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this represents holding on very tightly to ideas, or the pentacles can also represent money and finances. I think that when it comes to this new career of yours and these jobs that you're interviewing for, it's you might be holding on very tightly to the results when it comes to compensation or goals. There's something you're holding on really tightly. And what's interesting is that you were saying how, other readings were talking so much about how abundance is coming your way. This card is one of those reflections of, if you're holding on too tightly, see how he's stepping on it, he's holding on tight, but he's got like this free pentacle on his head there. Sometimes the best way to allow things to flow to you is to let them go. Because when we hang on too tightly to certain ideas, whether that's, a compensation or a certain job or anything like that, it blocks the abundance from coming in, or we neglect to see the abundance that's just right above our heads and that we could reach and take. In your past card here, you have the 8 of Wands. Wands represent action. And so in the past, I think things have moved very quickly for you. I think that you probably didn't have to wait very long to get these 2 job offers. I think things have been going really quick for you in that sense. And you are a very fast-paced person. I think you like to take action very, very quickly, and that has served you very well. And I think that's probably what's sort of frustrating about the situation you're in right now, is because you are the type of person that likes to take action, move on to the next. For your future card here, you have the Hanged Man. So this is someone that is in transition right now. And there is an aspect here that is about balance and transformation. I'm getting a sense that, again, thinking back to your past, you were very much a type of person that likes to take quick action, but doesn't really allow themselves to stand still and assess their spiritual needs and growth as well. I mean, because this is definitely all about career, but then what does CJ want and what would actually be best for CJ? It looks like here you are coming to a realization here, but you're there right now. It's coming, and you're going to have time to think about it, because consciously you have the Knight of Swords. So swords represent intellect. You are a very I don't want to say aggressive person, but you have that energy where you like to go and take action. You like to be in control. And when you pursue things, I mean, you go for it. You see how he's just ready to strike, ready to go forward. Swords represent thought and intellect, and that's very much a part of you. I think consciously, you're a very, very, very driven person. What's interesting that we have here in your subconscious, though, is the 8 of Cups reversed. So this is walking away from something, but perhaps prematurely or without really thinking about things and having that sense of regret. When I look at your situation right now, it's okay, I see where you are right now in terms of, it's hectic, being in this position in the job market, and, you have a very strong idea of what you want in terms of compensation or how things should go. And again, things have been coming fast for you. You are a very aggressive person when it comes to pursuing your goals. I think in terms of walking away from things subconsciously, it's yeah, there is a worry here to walk away from, whether it's the coaching business that you want to start, or it's this interview that you did, this opportunity, this job opportunity, I think subconsciously it's like, you don't want to walk away from something without knowing for sure that it was the right thing to do. And I think, again, it's interesting when we look at, the opposites here. Consciously, you're a very like, you're quick, and sometimes like you have to find that balance. I think that's what's like the huge message. Like when I look at all the cards and I get the energy here, it's like you are very much a person that's like on one end of the spectrum, and it's like it's all or nothing. And I mean, that is it's good because it's gotten you that far, but I think you're coming to a point in your life now where you really need to like kind of balance this energy out with, what do you really want? So then that way, like, what does CJ really want? And that way, when you can like walk away from these things, knowing full well that you had given it all your, you'd given it your best, and it is time to walk away, whether that's from the coaching business or an opportunity that presents itself that isn't in alignment for you. So what's interesting again about this is in your advice, you have the Justice card reverse. So again, balance. You definitely need balance here. There's like a lack of balance. And as I said, it's certainly between these two energies. Like think of like the yin and the yang. It's like, how can you like take time to step out of this energy of like this aggressive energy of, hanging on tightly to how things should happen for you, and, actively like going after what you want. Because if you believe in like manifestation or even this, think about all of the things that you've, manifested in your life that you didn't have to have this energy for, and it came to you very easily, like water, like running downstream. Like it's this kind of energy that your angels, higher self, spirit guides, like this is like your advice to balance this out, like because this is really, really going to be helpful for you. For your external influences outside of your control, you have the Six of Wands, which is a victory here. And again, the wands here are clearly representing your like work and career. Because again, we have the Five of Wands here, the Eight of Wands here, like this sense of like work and action, things happening fast. Whatever you choose to do here, remember, you're going to be fine. I think it has a lot to do with this like drive you have. But when it comes to, this predicament you're in right now where it's like, trying to figure out what to do, having that balance of like taking time to be still and mindful of what will be best for you, like spiritually, mentally, like, and not be so focused on, the money aspect of it is going to be super helpful for you. You're going to be able to make these decisions, funny enough, even quicker than you would using like this sort of like force. For hopes and fears, you have the Hierophant in reverse. So I definitely see this as a hope and fear. So the Hierophant is like a teacher or a guide, but for you, this is very much a want to break away from an establishment or like create your own path. Like you definitely, I think you hope to have this, coaching business take off, and, it's going to be yours, and, you're going to be leading yourself here. And again, that can also be a fear because, I mean, it is a scary thought. It is nice to like depend upon a steady paycheck or whatever, an employer. So again, what's interesting is that because this is a hope, this can be a hope and a fear. It's like that like dichotomy, like that duality between like, you know, hot and cold, like that in between of, you know, you can do this. You absolutely can do this. It's something that you hope, but also it's something you fear because you're unsure. You're unsure if it'll be successful. For best and likely outcome, you have the 10 of Wands, which is the 10. When we get to 10, it's the completion of a cycle here. And again, here are the Wands relating to your like your career. And this is someone taking new responsibilities, I think, over a period of burden. Again, like you probably put a lot of pressure on yourself. I mean, again, with this energy, it just makes sense. I think it's really important for you to find this balance when it comes to that, because it's like, I know you were saying you were really good at like, you know, holding space, and continue to hold space for yourself in that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you don't have to have this kind of energy all the time. But what I will say is that this is an indication of you going towards coaching, doing the coaching. Again, it's going to be a lot of work. Like, see how he's kind of holding all these sticks and carrying them all and just kind of like head down and like working hard, like, but moving forward. I think that this is going to be where you're going. And what's interesting is that, again, it doesn't need to be hot and cold with this. It's like you can, you know, decide for yourself to go for coaching and let go of the expectation you have of, you know, the other two jobs. You know, the one you clearly weren't satisfied with the pay, but the other one, you know, there is something there. But again, it's like you might be you're holding on too tightly to the expectation of these, when if you spend some time and really like reflect upon like what will really make you happy, this coaching thing, if it really is that, going for it, taking it on, while allowing whatever, you know, maybe sometimes these other job offers are there just to like, maybe it's just there to support you, or maybe it's just there as, you know, like a side thing so that you can make more steps towards the coaching. So the cards that fell out, again, super interesting here. Here we are with the 3 of Wands, and this indicates someone who has built a solid foundation and has said yes to the direction that they're going in. And again, we have the Knight of Wands, which indicates good news coming to you in regard to like work and career. So what I see here is that by you, like, again, figuring out this balance, you're gonna find the balance between the Knight of Swords, which is like sort of like your MO, like how you like to function, and the Knight of Wands. Like, you're gonna find the balance between the two here, so that way you can attract everything that you need on this journey to like your success, your autonomy, but also like you'll allow yourself to let go of, you know, expectation on how this abundance will come to you. And that's how everything will work out for you when it comes to coaching here. The 4 of Swords here, swords represent intellect, and this is a time of rest. So you definitely, again, like the message is very much like you need to find balance, but you need to like take time and like think here. But if it helps, well, the card with this is the Six of Cups, which represents nostalgia, feelings of childhood, memories from childhood, like that feeling of like passion and fun, and again, like that idea of like doing things just to do things, like doing things because like it's happy and it's fun and it's what you want to do, as opposed to like, will this like give me what I want type of thing. This is like the energy I think that you should move towards. And also, if coaching has been like a long time dream of yours, if doing this business has been so like is a passion and it's that thing, definitely move towards that. And this overall is going to give you a whole new, I feel like this card is like the message and what you will cultivate. Like it's almost like this card is the card that should be your outcome here, because it's like once you achieve this balance between like this like drive, and you let go of like the sense of like control here when it comes to these things, and just like believe in yourself, know that you can do this. You just have to decide for yourself. You're going to have so much strength to carry you through, not only to the successful like endeavor you have of doing this coaching, but also just in like other aspects of your life too. Like, see how, clearly the Lion could like, it's like a balance between your natural instincts and like the gentleness that's required there. See how she's like gently closing the lion's mouth. She's not afraid. She's just using like gentle force. It's like that balance here. It's like, instead of going like very much like intensely, just allowing things to come to you. But that can only happen when you let go of that sort of expectation of the physical, like what will it get me, to like what will make me happy, what makes me feel connected. And again, it seems to be like coaching, and you don't need to go completely hot and cold with this. As I said, like you can definitely see where that other opportunity takes you in terms of training or whatever. But if you make up your mind to, okay, hey, like whatever happens with this other job, that's great. But like my main focus here, where I'm going to put most of my energy, is towards this new endeavor, like coaching. I definitely think that's what you should do for sure. But it's one of those things, CJ, where it's like, you just have to hold that space for yourself to like let it like click and like let go of that energy of holding on to those expectations, and but you definitely have everything going for you here. It's literally just like that rest. Know that again, this spot was external influences outside of your control. Like you're gonna win regardless. It's inevitable for you. You definitely have the determination here for sure, and you're going to do what it takes to get there. I certainly believe in you. And remember, once you make up your mind and have this balance here, you're going to be standing on that solid foundation, and everything you need for your business is going to come to you. I hope you find help in this, and it clarifies like your next steps and what you should do. I am sending you so much positive vibes, positive energy on this. I wish you the very best. Honestly, CJ, I know you can do it. You should definitely go for the coaching. That's what I'll say. If you have any other questions or need any more clarification, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer anything else you need. Wishing you all the best. Bye, CJ.